Watch Mark and Bran head off to the hospital.
Onward, Christian soldiers, marching to war.
End scene.
Copyright. That was something else, man. We played football.
Sure did.
And
You were dribbling it too.
I didn't remember the Cheep 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 scene was in there.
Cheep, 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 cheep.
I thought that was like during a fight.
No, it comes back. You have to establish it first.
Okay. So, that was the setup.
There's lore.
Okay. The Cheep 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 had some backstory.
Scene 14. Johnny is sitting next to the phone. He looks around to check that no one is around, then pulls out the tape recorder from under the table. He presses some buttons on the answering machine and muffled voices are heard as the tape plays. Johnny is shaking his head and looking very disturbed. He suddenly takes out the tape and hurls it across the room as he screams. There is a ring at the doorbell. Johnny walks over to open the door. Peter, an intellectual and a psychologist, who wears glasses, is at the door. Johnny invites him in.
Hi, Peter. I'm so glad you could stop by. Come in. I have a seat. I'll get you some water for us to drink.
Peter sits down on the couch and Johnny goes to the kitchen and comes back with 2 glasses and a pitcher of water, which he pours for both of them. Johnny sits down.
I don't understand women. Do you, Peter?
Who's Peter?
We don't have one yet.
Naomi, do you do a good Peter voice?
I don't know. I could try.
Has to be Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
What? Oh.
Oh, hi, Johnny.
You want me to cover it?
I mean, I can't do a Peter Griffin, but I could like. Well, of course I do. I'm a psychologist. What's the problem?
They never say what they mean, and they always play games.
Johnny hands Peter a glass of water.
Okay. What do you mean?
I have a serious problem with Lisa. I don't think she's being faithful to me. In fact, I know she isn't.
Lisa, are you sure?
Copyright.
I'm sure. I overheard a conversation between Lisa and her mother, and I recorded some phone conversations she had with a guy who has a voice that's coincidentally sounds very familiar to the voice of Mark, who is my best friend. What should I do, Peter?
This is Lisa we're talking about?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, what would you like me to say?
You are a psychologist, Peter. Don't you have some advice?
Peter is standing and drinking water.
I am an expert, that's true. And it's not a very complicated situation, but Johnny, you are my friend and I don't want to get between you and Lisa. Look, I think you should confront her and show her who's the man of the house.
I can't confront her. I have to give her a second chance. After all, she's my future wife. You know what they say, love is blind.
Copyright!
It ain't about love, Johnny. It's about control. And the best way to control a female is to make them emotionally dependent on you. You didn't do that, so Lisa found it somewhere else.
Whoa.
The doorbell
What?
rings.
Did you hear
Dude,
the
Tommy
door?
Wiseau is terrifying.
Yeah.
Is this the mind of an alpha male?
Yeah.
I can see where the editing came in with this script.
Johnny walks over and opens the door.
Oh, hi, Mark. Come in.
Mark enters.
I was expecting you.
His smile fades.
Ugh. Wait. Oh, do I not have the big smile anymore?
The smile returns.
Oh, hey, Johnny. Hey, Peter.
We were just talking about women.
Mark closes the door and walks over to the chair.
Man, women just confuse me. Can't live with them, can't live without them. But we need them for baby making.
Mark sits down on the chair.
I have a girl that she's married. She's very attractive. Driving me crazy.
Well, why didn't you mention this before? I'm a psychologist. Is it anyone I know?
What do you mean? Isn't someone you know, copyright?
Can I meet her?
Why would you want to do that, Johnny? I mean, well, yeah, I mean, what would Lisa think? It's an awkward situation.
Oh, I see. You mean she's too old, or you think I will take her from you, huh?
No!
I have my own problems.
Tell me about your problems, Johnny.
Peter, you will always play psychologist with us.
Look, I may be your best friend, but by profession, I am a psychologist, and that makes me an expert on these issues.
Lisa is teasing me about whether we will be married or not. We haven't made love in a while. I don't know what to do.
What kind of man are you, Johnny? People are people. Sometimes they can't see their own faults, so they need someone to tell them. You have to give it to her straight. It takes two to tango, Johnny, and if all she has are 2 left feet, she'll just end up stepping all over your toes. You're gonna get hurt.
Copyright.
We live in a society.
Hey, I'm thinking of moving to a better place, man. Making some good money.
Look, you should just tell her the truth. You're doing this for your girl, right?
You are right, Peter. Is she getting a divorce, Mark?
You guys are too much, man. Hey, are you wearing beta breakers this year?
I am sure.
No, I'm not going this year.
Ha ha, chicken Peter, you're a little chicken. Cheep, 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 cheep.
Squeak!
Cheep, 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 cheep.
Hey, who are you guys calling a chicken? I just don't like all the weirdos. There's too many weirdos just like you guys. Fuck.
I don't mind, Mark. Do you remember the one with the big tits, the blonde one?
How about the one with the battleground and the sign? Copyright. The copyright sign.
Oh yeah, please marry me, copyright. I almost took her up on it.
I never ate so much pussy.
The barbecue chicken and rice was delicious. That was cool.
You guys proved my point. You're both weird. You guys want to play cards?
No, we can't. I expect Lisa any minute.
Hey, who's king of the castle?
Yeah, you have to establish these guidelines before you get married. How'd you meet Lisa? You never told us.
It's a very interesting story. When I moved to San Francisco, I had 2 suitcases, didn't know anyone. I hit the YMCA with $2,000 check and I couldn't cash.
Why not?
Because it was out on the state bank. Anyway, I was working as a busboy in a hotel, and Lisa was sitting drinking her coffee, and she was so beautiful. And I said hi to her. That's how we met.
So, what's the interesting part, copyright?
Oh, give us a break, Mark. Isn't it obvious? A $2,000 out-of-state bank issued check that he can't even cash? That's quite the conundrum. I'll bet it's never been cashed, has it?
You're right, Peter. On both counts. I had the uncashed check laminated and placed in a photo album, which is indeed very interesting. But even more interesting is Lisa was living in San Francisco at the time.
So?
Don't you see, Mark? Lisa had her own home in the city. She did not need to stay in a hotel. She had some kind of inexplicable urge to spend the night at the very hotel during my shift. It was meant to be.
What? No tips from your job?
Johnny and Peter look at each other with awkward silence.
Whatever. Do you guys want to eat something?
Johnny walks over to the kitchen as Peter and Mark shake their head. Lisa and Billy walk in. Mark turns around and looks at Lisa.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Copyright.
Oh, hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Mark gets up from the chair and stands in front of Lisa and Billy. Billy is looking out the window.
Where's Johnny?
He's in the kitchen. I gotta go.
I didn't mean to chase you off. I'd wish you'd stick around for a while.
Are you freaking crazy? I have to be at work early. See ya.
Mark looks at Billy and exits the living room. Peter then gets up and leaves. Billy sits on the floor.
Why are you sitting on the floor, Billy?
It's hard to explain. You wouldn't understand.
You son of a bitch! What the hell is the matter with you? You're the reason I drink! If you don't get up this instant, I'm gonna bell whip you so hard, you'll wish you'd go to the moon!
Copyright.
Billy stands up from the floor.
Yeah, happy now?
I am happy! Look, Billy, I have to talk to Jimmy. I mean, Johnny.
Who's Jimmy?
I don't know.
That's the pimp.
Will you tell them I said hello?
Alright!
I forgot. Jimmy is a
Yes.
character, isn't it?
With an obnoxious grin, Billy sarcastically skips to the front door and exits. Then Lisa stomps into the kitchen. End scene.
God damn, that's
good.
A twist. Why is Lisa so subtly furious? What happened to her? Is it because Mark left?
I guess so.
She doesn't get her dongings?
Mm-mm.
Her dongings.
Like her annual dongings.
I was expecting a bonus.
Bonus.
I am leaving.
Good God.
Act 3, Scene 15. Peter comes out of the door to the roof and finds Mark sitting on the bench looking depressed.
Oh, hi, Mark. What's happening?
Hi, Peter.
This is a good place to think, huh?
Copyright.
Mark pulls a joint.
You want to put me on?
What's that?
I like how you forgot the clock part, so it's just really confusing.
Yeah, like, fuck the time that part. It's just, there's no actual, like...
Just put me on, bro.
He points
What
at the
the
joint.
fuck is that?
He offers the joint to Peter.
You want some?
No, man, you know I don't smoke that stuff. You look depressed.
I got this sick feeling in my belly guts, man. It's something awful. I just can't forgive myself.
Well, why don't you tell me about it?
Well, I feel like running or killing myself. Something crazy like that.
And why are you smoking that crap? No wonder you can't think straight. That stuff will mess up your brain.
Anyway, it's none of your business. Why are you so nosy? You think you know everything. You don't know shit. Copyright.
Just a minute. Who do you think you are? You're acting like a kid. Grow up.
Mark throws the joint to the floor and smashes it out with his shoe. And he is yelling.
Who you calling a kid? Fuck you!
Peter grabs him by the arm and they stand up together.
Cool it, Mark. I'm just trying to help you. I know you're having an affair with Lisa. Am I wrong?
He jerks his arm away from Peter's grip and hits him in the face with his fist. He knocks him down. Peter is unconscious. Mark stares at him.
Wake up, man. Wake up.
He looks around and sees a bucket of water, grabs it and pours it on Peter's face. Peter shakes his head up, slowly wakes up. Then he sits up.
Oh, what are you doing? Are you crazy?
Dude, I'm so sorry. You're my best friend. Are you okay?
Don't fucking worry about it. Let's just talk about your problem.
Peter takes his shirt off and wipes his face with it.
Copyright.
Mark sits next to Peter.
Are you sure you're okay? What do you know about my... What do you know about my secret? Well, okay, you're right. So it is Lisa. I I don't know what to do. I'm so depressed, dude. Like, I think I'll kill myself. Johnny's my best friend, but she's so manipulative.
How did this happen? If Johnny finds out, that'll be the end of your friendship. What were you thinking? Look, life is very complex, but you gotta face it. You should have to be responsible. My advice to you is that you should stop thinking about her and never do sex with her. Find another girl. That's my advice. Lisa's a sociopath. She only cares about herself, and she's incapable of loving anyone.
Whatever, Peter. Let's go.
They go out the door. End scene.
Beautiful.
God fucking
That was a beautiful stunt.
Never do sex with her. I'm a psychologist.
Oh shit, it's the party.
Oh, the party! Holy shit, I didn't think it was that time. That's awesome. I'm so stoked for this.
Scene 16. Johnny is on the phone, dressed in a tuxedo.
Oh, thank you. Thanks
Wait.
a lot.
Can we retcon this and change it to dressed as tuxedo mask?
Johnny is on the phone, dressed as tuxedo mask.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Sailor Moon. Thanks a lot.
Johnny hangs up the phone. Billy enters, also dressed as tuxedo mask.
Oh, hi, Tuxedo Mask. That was some funeral, wasn't it?
Hi, I'm Tuxedo Mask. Yeah, this guy's all over.
Copyright from multiple things.
Tuxedo Mask, we have to make sure Jimmy is really dead. Or sure, Jimmy is really dead. Now that we all saw him laying down in the funeral casket, we can be sure he'll never trouble us again with it for his money.
There's just some things I don't understand, Tuxedo Mask.
Like what? Death? The meaning of life? Love?
No, I mean, what happened to the police station? Didn't you take Jimmy straight there? It's all very strange.
You know, the police have to deal with all sorts of crazy people, so sometimes the police have to do what may seem like a little strange things.
But they said all his blood was sucked out of his body.
Wait.
Some very strange things, Tuxedo Mask.
The doorbell rings. Billy opens the door. Peter walks in, wearing a tuxedo mask costume.
Is this the ultimate timeline?
Yep.
Hey, Peter, come in.
This one made? Just take out the bad parts.
It's too bad about Jimmy. I know he was a bad guy, but that was just crazy. Besides, funerals are so depressing.
That's life. Have a seat, Tuxedo Mask.
Copyright.
Tuxedo Mask 3 sits down on a chair. The doorbell rings again, and Billy opens the door. Mark enters clean shaven and has a big smile. He too is Tuxedo Mask.
Wow.
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 Hey guys, you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
You look great. You look like Tuxedo Mask.
What's the occasion Tuxedo Mask for?
I'm sorry, this is such a good premise. Tell me why Seth's a vampire, guys. We're all wearing tuxedo masks. Oh. I started a new job today, and they told me I can't show up there looking like a caveman. So there you have it.
What did you think of the funeral, Tuxedo Mask? We were looking for you.
What? What funeral?
Okay, hey, you guys want to play some catch the football?
In our tuxedo mask costumes? You gotta be kidding.
Just ignoring his question.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Tuxedo Mask, let's do it.
Well, I'm up for it.
Tuxedo Mask?
Ask Mr. Tuxedo Mask with glasses over there.
Come on, other Tuxedo Mask.
No, I don't think so.
Please? Come on. Cheep, 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 cheep.
Cheep, 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 cheep.
Billy and Johnny make chicken noises as they flap their arms.
Cheep, 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 cheep.
Mark starts prancing around the room, clapping his hands.
Hee-haw! Moo! Ribbit! Ribbit! Squaw! Squaw!
End scene.
Method to the chorus. Well done.
Oh shit. Good night.
Yeah, this is such a good idea. Who came up with this idea?
I think I did it. This is my fault.
Fuck.
Scene 17. Johnny, Mark, Billy, and Peter all run out together, yelling and begin to play catch the football.
Copyright.
Someone just sneezed, bless you.
I think that was apple juice.
Bless you.
Bless you, apple juice.
I was yelling.
Oh, he was yelling because that was the scene. You guys were yelling in the scene. He was acting.
Catch, Johnny. Nice snag. All right, Peter. Here we go, Mark. Come on.
Billy makes a great catch from Mark.
Catch, Tuxedo Mask.
Tuxedo Mask winds up and motions to Tuxedo Mask that he's going to throw a long bomb.
Go. Go.
Tuxedo Mask runs deep and falls flat on his face. His leg is hurt. Tuxedo Mask, and Tuxedo Mask rush over.
Gee, Tuxedo Mask. Why don't you try not hurting someone for a change?
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I thought I was supposed to yell Billy after he finished talking. Because he hurt himself, so I'm like, Billy! But oh shit, I'm sorry, continue. It's not my turn.
Gee, it's not his fault, it's those damn drugs.
Come on, let's go see a doctor.
Tuxedo, and Tuxedo Mask help Tuxedo Mask get up, and they all walk off together.
Like a shitty ad lib.
End scene.
God damn. Was that scene 17? Like,
Was.
straight up? Like, it wasn't like a part A or anything? Okay, scene 17 with the Tuxedo Mask rendition and the reveal of Tommy Wiseau being a vampire. What an amazing fucking scene. Holy shit. Tommy put everything on the line here, and I can see
paid
why
off.
this was definitely, yeah, it definitely, he got the money from whatever investor. And this, fuck yeah, Tommy.
He's a revolutionary.
Really? God.
Scene 18. Johnny is in the kitchen getting ready for work, and Lisa is still asleep. He finishes his breakfast, then he goes over to the answering machine and presses a few buttons. The tape recorder starts playing and muffled voices are heard. Johnny looks very angry. He presses some more buttons, then regains his composure. Johnny goes over to Lisa and kisses her on the cheek.
Bye, Lisa.
Johnny goes out the door. Lisa wakes up and goes to the kitchen and fixes herself a cup of coffee. She goes to the phone and dials a number.
Hello, Mom. How are you?
Claudette. Claudette.
Mom.
I'm so sorry. My microphone's muted. I'm okay. My you know how phones can be, honey. I'm okay. How are you?
There it us again.
What are you fucking? I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
That clicking noise. The phone's been making a strange sound lately.
Oh, that one?
Yes.
Yeah, you should really report it to the phone company. Utilities are very expensive these days. Did you recall a repair technician?
No, I think I'll just buy a new phone. There's a Radio Shack nearby.
Not anymore, honey. Well,
Gosh.
as long as Johnny's paying for it. So how are you?
Oh, I'm fixing the apartment for Johnny's birthday, but I'm really not into it.
Why not? Copyright.
Oh, I don't want to get married. I love Mark. Don't you understand that?
It's not right, Lisa. You should still keep Johnny because he's very independent. You ain't. Think about the money.
Yeah, but I'm not happy anymore. Before I met Mark, I didn't think he would blow my mind.
What are you talking about? You weren't meant to be happy. I haven't been happy
Copyright.
since I got married for the first time. I didn't want to marry your dad either. I've been miserable since then. It's true, men are all assholes. You have to use them. Tell me about it. You have to use them and abuse them. There's nothing wrong with that.
I know. Johnny's okay, and I have him wrapped around my little finger.
Well, then you should be happy.
But I don't love him.
Don't throw your life away just because you don't love him. That's ridiculous. You've got to grow up and listen to me.
Okay, I'll see you at the party then.
Bye.
End scene.
Copyright.
I would like to point out that Claudette is divorced.
You know, I don't see how. She's so wonderful.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Copyright. Thank you again, Sadir.
Copyright.
Scene 19. Johnny and Mark enter a coffee shop and approach the counter. You see steamed milk being prepared by Susan, the barista. Johnny is reading some fine print on a folder and holding the folder directly in front of his face, covering it from view.
Hi, can I have a hot chocolate, please?
Johnny then puts down the folder, revealing his face.
So,
It was I, Johnny, all along.
Naomi, would you like to be
Sure.
Susan, the wonderful barista?
Oh, wait, is she like, what's her voice like? Is it
I think this was the like. I think this is replacing the scene where it would have been her with the doggy. I
Well,
think
I
this is
haven't
that
seen
scene
this
just
movie.
changed. So Russ, could you direct her as Johnny, as Tommy Wiseau? Do you remember? You remember
Like
that
what-
scene?
what kind of
lady
character-
voice?
She's like, "You're my favorite customer."
Okay.
You're my favorite.
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. What size would you like?
Medium.
Sure. And how about you?
I'll admit to you,
Medium also?
whatever floats your boat.
Go sit down. We'll be right there.
Subway 1000 bonus 100 copyright.
Thank you, man.
Johnny, go and sit down at a table.
I'm so tired of girls' games. Copyright.
What happened now, Mark?
Relationships never work, man. I don't know why I waste my time.
What makes you say that?
It's not that easy, Johnny.
Well, you should be happy, Mark.
Yeah, I know. Life is too short.
Maybe for you it is.
Susan brings their beverages to Johnny and Mark.
Oh, hi and thank you, Susan.
You're welcome. Now, how about getting something you can get really into with a fork, like cheesecake?
No!
No, not today. Maybe another day. But thanks for thinking about it.
Copyright.
Real good. Okay then, fine. All right.
Johnny and Mark are drinking their drinks.
How was work today?
Pretty good. We got a new client and the bank will make a lot of money.
What client? Do I know him? What's his name?
I can't tell you. It's confidential.
Oh, come on, man. Why not? I thought we were besties.
No, I cannot. Anyway, how's your sex life?
I can't.